All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to tackle a skill that is going to save you so much time and make your research way, way better. We're breaking down how to read academic abstracts like an absolute pro.
You know the feeling. Your professor drops a research paper assignment, and all of a sudden you're staring at this just mountain of articles. And every single one looks more complicated than the last. It's totally overwhelming, right? Like, where do you even start?
Well, what if I told you there's a shortcut? A tool that's built right in, designed to help you slice through all that noise and find what you need, fast. And that key is the abstract.
Yep, that's right. That little paragraph at the top of the paper isn't just some boring summary. It is the most powerful tool you have for filtering information. Think of it like a movie trailer. It tells you exactly what the paper is about so you can decide if it's actually worth your time.
Okay, before we go any further, let's get one thing straight. For most of you, your main job is reading abstracts to figure out which sources are good. You usually only have to write one if you're in postgraduate studies or if your professor specifically asks for one. So if you're ever unsure, just check.
So what's actually in one of these magic summaries? Come on, let's pop the hood and take a look at the anatomy of an abstract. Because once you understand how it's built, you can use it way more effectively. At its heart, an abstract is just a super short summary of an entire research paper. I mean, think about it. These authors have to squeeze months, sometimes years of work into just 150 to 300 words. Every single word has to count.
And it does that by hitting 5 main points. It'll tell you the topic, explain the study's purpose, describe the methodology, how they got their information. It'll highlight the main findings, and then it wraps it all up with a conclusion. These are the signposts that tell you everything you need to know, really fast. Okay, now we're getting into the pro-level stuff. Learning to read between the lines and find the author's actual position. This is where you go from just summarizing to really analyzing the work.
So the big idea here is something called stance. This isn't just the author's personal thought, it's their position, and it's based on evidence. It's their interpretation of the data. You should always be asking yourself, okay, what is this author really trying to claim or suggest here?
And the good news? Academics leave clues all over the place. You want to look for these signal phrases. When you see stuff like suggests, demonstrates, or we argue that, it's like a giant neon sign pointing right at the author's stance.
Look at this example here. See that phrase, the findings suggest? That's the tell. The author isn't just stating a fact. They're making an interpretation. They're making a claim based on their findings, that early intervention helps with literacy. That is the stance.
And this is super important. An academic stance is not the same as an everyday opinion. A stance is analytical, it's objective, it's based on evidence. An opinion can just be emotional or personal. You got to keep those two separate in your mind. Now, you might also notice that academics can sound a little, cautious. They use what's called hedging language, words like may, or suggests, or potentially. That's not them being wishy-washy. It's actually a sign of a good, responsible researcher who knows the limits of their own data.
Okay, let's get to the most practical part of all this, the relevance test. This is where you use all these new skills to decide, in just a minute or two, if an article is actually going to be useful for your specific project.
At the end of the day, there's only one question that really, truly matters. Forget how cool the article sounds. Does it directly connect to the question you are trying to answer in your paper? And to figure that out, you're basically seeing if the puzzle pieces fit your puzzle. Does the purpose in the abstract line up with your research question? Do the findings they mention give you evidence you can use? If the pieces don't connect, you gotta let it go.
And this might be the most freeing piece of advice you'll hear today. If the answer is no, move on. Seriously, don't waste another second on it. Being a great researcher isn't just about knowing what to read, it's about knowing what to ignore.
All right, let's wrap all this up into a simple method you can use every single time. This is your 2-minute method for analyzing pretty much any abstract you come across.
It's a simple 4-step process. First, find the purpose of the study. Second, find the key findings. Third, pinpoint the author's interpretation. That's their stance, remember. And fourth, decide if it's actually relevant to what you're working on. Run every abstract through that filter.
And here's the best part. Once you get the hang of this, the whole process should take you less than 2 minutes, an abstract. Think about that for a second. You could get through 30 potential sources in an hour, instead of spending that whole hour reading just 1 or 2.
So here's your final checklist. Just keep these questions in your head for every abstract you read. What's the purpose? What are the findings? What's the author's stance? Is it based on evidence? And the big one, is this relevant to my assignment? If you can answer those, you're golden.
Because that's what this is really all about, right? Abstracts aren't just little summaries. They're powerful tools. And when you learn how to use them, you find better sources faster. And that leads to stronger arguments and, let's be honest, better grades.
And, it's not just a technical skill. It's about building your confidence. When you can quickly get to the heart of a complex study, it just empowers you. It makes you feel like you actually belong in that academic conversation, because you do.
So next time you're staring down that huge reading list, just remember this. Your next great source, the one that's going to make your paper truly shine, is just one well-read abstract away. So, you ready to go find it?